Welcome to boxing and BS. Gloves up, mouths running, put that heart to the test. Touch gloves, then we talk slick. Chain link, scuff floor, little blood drip. Like gang flag. Mitts pop, then we half lap. Heard you legend. Bart, post round. One gets views, one hits jaws. Welcome to boxing and BS, where the hands speak louder than the flex. All that talk better back in when you step. Cause in this ring, we don't care about your reps. Run your mouth and you cardio killing that clown talk. Last lap, see who still walk. We skip rope for the TikTok. We skip all cap, you just big tweets. You shadow boxing the Gucci belt. Before quick when the leather felt. We got bruise bags, split lips, real love. Cause in this ring, we don't care about your reps. Welcome to boxing and BS, where the sweat bright truth on your chest. Yeah, all bark, say less. It's in the ring. We gon' see who blessed. Crowd loud. Heartbeat in your chest. Welcome to the test.
All right. Welcome to the late night hype. Shout out to everybody, all my subs, really. Anyone who caught me on Marcos, so to piggyback off of this, it was 4:20 yesterday. I'm not tired yet, so I'm gonna chop up some boxing in the late night hype, so you can know how I'm feeling like, ours. But yeah, man. The link is pinned in the chat. Anyone who wants to hop up is welcome to do so. So yeah, we got some topics. We actually didn't talk much boxing on Marcos. That was funny. Sometimes it goes that way, but I got some topics I want to cover tonight. I'm gonna give everyone a second to get in the building. It's getting started. Might go for a while. I'm not feeling fatigued at all. But let me see. Pull this up. So really, okay, let me give you a preview of the show. I haven't talked this on my channel thus far, so I want to talk Boots versus Zayas. Great fight. I think people are really underrating this one. I think this is like not on the, as far as the prelude to it, not quite on the Spence Bud level, because that was well overdue and anticipated. But I think it could be way more competitive than that fight. In fact, I would almost guarantee it's going to be way more competitive than that Errol Spence Bud Crawford was. That's when I got my first bag off of YouTube, by the way, because I was just so confident that Crawford was skill levels above him. I'm the eye test guy. What I saw from Crawford, the dynamic, like switch hitting, the punch placement was, if I had to boil it down to one thing, it was many things, but I had to boil down to one thing, that would be the main thing. In any event, we're going to get warmed up here. Got a couple announcements as far as the channel goes. You can't click the link, Serrata. Okay, I'll drop it again. Don't give me 1 second. I don't know. Maybe if I post it before I go live, it doesn't. I'm not sure. But okay, thanks for letting me know, homie. Give me a second. But yeah, I want to talk Zayas and boots. Haven't chopped it up about that over here. Um, Man, I really can't call it. I guess I'm an alcoholic, but no, on some real shit. Um, this is not one I'm going to be betting on. See, it has to be a minimum of 60-40 in my mind for me to put some bread down on it. I had to close that window if I get too much background. But anyway, um, got to be at least 60-40. I'm gonna close the window. For me to be able to wager on it. And I'm just not that confident. I see it as a 55-45, and that margin of error is too rich for my blood. So I'm not betting on it, but I am picking boots by split decision. Matter of fact, me and my man, Serrata, well, I just dropped the link for you. I dropped it again. Hopefully you can see that one. Um, we both got the same prediction is boots, boots by split decision. Hopefully my audio is good. Y'all let me know. I've been having some technical issues lately, but I think it should be good right now. Any event? Let's keep going. Yeah, anyone can pull up. I said we got a few people in the building. I know it's not my ideal time, but I just got to be more consistent, man. I told y'all I'm trying to go every day, every weekday going forward because I got to take this shit more seriously. Oh, speaking of taking shit more seriously, and no one is obligated. Not where I got up here, but already asked me, oh, I can't keep your chat in that. Well, I'm not monetized yet on YouTube. Long story short, but I have put my cash up. It's in the ribbon at the bottom of the screen. Um, $ CJ Rich 26 bars. That's my handle on Cash App. Anyone who wants to hit me up, I'll be more than great. Expecting because yep. Again, I just dropped the link. Hopefully, everything is good. I can't really tell. Seems like I'm glitching out a little bit because I've been working on the internet connection. But yeah, y'all let me know, please, if I'm coming through loud and clear. But also, I want to talk the upcoming boxing schedule. Yeah, for some reason, I don't think the shit is coming through clear. Anyway, I'm gonna keep talking. I want to talk the upcoming boxing schedule. We got someone I haven't heard of until a couple days ago, Linier Pero. I think is how you pronounce his name. And he's taking on Jarrell Miller, Big Baby. That's why I know him now. He's 13-0 in the pros. You feel me? And so it's not like I wouldn't call him a can. I just unknown fighter. So I'm interested in that. I know Big Baby has had his ups and downs over the years. Damn, I'm sure looks back at the Joshua opportunity. I blew it with these, but he always uses all as far as in the ring. Killed back, and that last one with the hair piece. So yeah, that was comedy. But no, he's always shout out Rob. Okay, I guess I'm cool, man. I'm cool. Yeah, shout out to everyone that pulled up late night. I know, especially on the East Coast. Rob, I see Serrata. Click that link. I dropped it again. Let me know if you still can't click it. I might need to. Well, for this stream, I can't really do shit, but next time, it might be some good information going forward. Again, I'm brand new to this. I've been doing it 7 months. So I don't got it out quite yet. We grinding it and we learn by making mistakes. So you can click that link. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep rocking out. But yeah, but I don't know if my opinion is gonna shift that much. This is how I see it, champ. That's what I'm gonna say. Both have questionable resumes. Granted, Boots has been in the game 3 more years than Xander, and he's I don't know 8 years older, somewhere around. He's like in his late 20s, and Xander's in his early 20s. Neither of them have been tested yet, so I don't think the resume argument it doesn't hold that much water. Shout out Rob. Keep grinding, CJ. I will. I don't care. Again, this isn't the ideal time, but I got to go. I just got to get more. This is like an exercise in consistency, really. So I don't care if it's one person or 0 people. Uh, Catch me on playback because yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it, man. I'm gonna get this shit going. I think I got a knack for it to some degree. I'm not gonna be the biggest motherfucker out here. But people like to hear my opinion, man. I just like to keep it real, and I'm honest. I'm genuine. I come from the heart. Some people like it, people don't. I don't really give a fuck. I'm just, again, I didn't start this to get paid. I started this to just put my opinion out there. I started on the hip hop shit. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, Boots and Zayas. So resume is oh shit. Resume is irrelevant to me because neither of them have been tested. 1 second. Oh shit. Rob, I did. Shout out to you. Rob dropped the first Cash App channel, the first form of monetization I've gotten. Oh man, that means a lot. I know if you, hey, and I'm not killing whatever's clever, you know what I mean? Shit at all. Okay. Rob, looked good. He popped the cherry on the channel as far as you know, donating and paying. That Rob, man, Rob is a real one. Definitely a champ. Man, that means a lot. You don't even know. To get started and really appreciate it. Dude. Anyway, Boots and Zayas. Resume is I'm not a big resume guy to begin with, but that's beside the point to me. Eye test. Who has more tools? Who do you see having more dimensions and being able to do more? To me, it's clearly Boots. Now, you want to say who's more disciplined on the other side of the argument, that would be Zayas, right? Fundamentally sound. He's going to come through you with come to you rather. Boom, bop, the 1-2. They bounce, you know, as far as his footwork is great. But he's not going to do anything spectacular, in my opinion. So, double-edged sword, I would say. You can go with the dude that has more tools, dude that's more likely to stick to his game plan. And that's why I'm not betting on it. But yeah, that's the biggest fight we got in the next few months, I'd say. Okay, well, we look forward for a brief moment. Let's look back, man, because I ain't been on in over a week, maybe like 10 days, something like that. So we got a couple weekend locks and look back on. Let's talk about the ladies. Talk about so shout out Alicia, because her opponent was game. You know what I mean? She didn't come in there to lay down. That was an exciting fight. Put up a lot of resistance. Clearly, Alicia was just able to outclass her. I can neither confirm or deny what she said about being on her period. I don't know. I don't want parts of that. But only a woman could cut that kind of promo. That was hilarious. So shout out to her. So yeah, man. And she showed up. She's up in her game. Like Clarissa because of just the gap in weight. So I wish they would stop pushing that. I wish Clarissa would stop hating and just carve out her own shit. Like Benavidez did, right? At some point, even though he waited around for years and got fucking ducked, and I stand by that, Canelo, hands down, ducked Benavidez. But at some point, he said, okay, I'm not going to get a fight that gets my career overnight. So I'm going to build my own legacy. I moved to 175. I'm going to get a belt there. Shout out Vosh. Couple fights at 175. Now we're going to cruiserweight. Zerdo. And hating on, I keep saying that anyone hating on Benavidez for not fighting not fighting over off top. Yeah, that's pure hate. Who the first fight moving up more divisions? Who fuck said you're in a new division? You got to fight a top guy. When did that become true? I'm very confused. Shout out Mo, man. I know we disagree on that one. Y'all said that Game of Thrones shit in the background. Never mind that. Anyway, yeah. To me, that's not the criteria to say you doing it. You're gonna have to fight the baddest man on the planet off top. You could get a couple belts and then do that next. Again, I'm not caping for nobody. I'm not saying he should fight a bullshit opponent next. I'm saying go up and immediately 2 titles. That's cool. That's good enough. Get acclimated to the weight class, and then you can fight the baddest man, you know, next. Or, and I don't recommend this, don't get it twisted. I don't recommend that he move back. We've seen it happen to dudes like Roy Jones, other examples over the years. But, so I don't recommend moving down. But it was 275. You still got a better BF, granted, older, like I said. And you, I don't think any of those three options not out of pocket to me. That's how I'm feeling. So I'm gonna be Benavidez because he got. I thought the duck. I'm not gonna fault motherfucker because someone else is a coward. To me, that don't make sense, man. That's why HLD ain't gonna pull up here because he's a fucking coward. I cooked the point. Okay, what else? What else went on? Oh, speaking of the ladies, so yeah, again, let me put a bow on that one. Shout out Alicia for doing her thing against. I don't know we're like that, but women's boxing is thin. So yeah. What I saw in the ring on it was game. Gave her some trouble, and she was able to overcome some resistance. So great performance. Shout out Bumgarner. Rob, what you pull this up? Say, who would you prefer him to fight next? Oh, if I had a choice, Obatai. Absolutely. But next, not often, Zerto and Opataya at a new division within a calendar year, and y'all motherfuckers still would talk shit about that? I don't get that, man. I look to congratulate. I don't look to hate. Hate never made nobody great. Shout out to my man Yuckmouth. He gave me that line. But yeah, hate never made nobody great. So I don't look to hate. I'm trying to give these props, man. So yeah, Opataya, if I have my choice. I'll say that. Well, Alicia can fight next now if you want to ask that. Um, around her weight class, that would be credible. I mean, these ladies are the way out, right? Both and Serrano kind of put the gas on. If she wants to get either one of them, I'll throw them out with Alicia. But yeah, I don't. Women's boxing isn't deep enough, unfortunately, for her. This is like another stepping stone, right? So we had the '90s. We had Ali. You know what I mean? Ali's daughter, uh, who Clarissa, I think, was it Clarissa? Clarissa's challenging her now or some shit. Anyway, it's just a process, right? Every sport, like the UFC, used to be like more untalented back in the '90s when I started watching. Now they're more refined, so you give the sport time to develop. I know people aren't really patient with women's boxing like that, but I'm trying to be patient, champ. Just like I am with Zuffa. I'll be patient with Zuffa. You gotta allot them a certain amount of time to sign fighters. Don't forget, it's been 4 months since they've been on the air. Like, what the fuck y'all want? Like the best fights out the gate. I think people are being unrealistic in both those regards, Zuffa and women's boxing. It's just gonna take time. But I like the trajectory of both because I'm seeing more quality fights for paid for fucking Conor Ben. So, okay, let's take it back to the previous weekend. They overpaid for Conor. I know he just signed the deal, which is why I bring it up because I was talking to him. But nah, champ. I don't know how well he sells in the UK, but over here he ain't a star, and I'm not impressed by my eye test bars. Like I'm not like head over heels about what I see him do in the ring. So it doesn't justify it to me. But it's business. So if he sells like that over there because of Nigel Ben, because of his heritage, living off his father's name, then so be it. If I fights, it seems like a bad investment. I'll just say that. If I had just had Hitchens come over, right? Someone brought this up earlier. You had Hitchens recently signed with Zuffa, and to that point, he couldn't wait. Apparently, he's just stuff's going around. So if he can't make 140, Conor Benn is at 147 with Zuffa deal and a Zuffa belt. That makes sense to match him up. They want to just stick to the major ones for now, and that makes sense because, again, they're trying to do that. So I'm not mad at that. Dude, but options would win matchup. So let's talk about that because that seems to be the direction we're training in. Somebody hit that line. I'm in freestyling 20 minutes. Keep going. I ain't tripping. But Link should be paying. Maybe Serrata went to bed. Shout out Rob for supporting. The Cash App at the bottom of the screen. CJ Rich. 2026. $ CJ Rich 2026. Yo, Rob, you on that dope, huh? I see you. I'm getting some more people, and I can see my viewers. We're getting some more people in here, so I'm gonna keep flowing. Rob the Barbarian in chat said, "Is 147 the hottest division again?" It's gonna take a little bit. It's gonna take it maybe 3 to 5 years because the 140 is cooked. That's what I hear people say. A lot of people say 140. I agree. I would say 154. We're just not getting all the fights we want yet. But again, with we're starting to get that, that shit turning, the wheels turning. You feel me? So it's going to take 3 to 5 years at least for 147 to be high. Hopefully, kids out somewhere in the lines that shit up because y'all know historically welterweight is a awesome division. Wonderful. So yeah, and due time, but not right now. One further than a nun's pussy at 147 because it ain't shit cracking. You have fucking Haney got the belt off Norman, right? And I'm not hating on Haney, but okay, that's cool, that's cute. Who the other champions? Fucking Ryan Garcia, Rolero, about right now. Go look it up. But these champions are not. And De La Hoya. It's same floor is not what we're looking for. So yeah, no. Boots will unify against Zaya and run to one. I wouldn't call it running. And let me tell y'all this. Y'all know Smoke. Y'all know man pop a lot of shit, James, aka Smoke Session. He been saying this for well over a year. He was the first one I heard say it. He said that's more of his natural way. You need to go up there. This shit is barren. Drive the nun's pussy. Desert shit so he could just bow on the whole division. And I feel him, champ. So I wouldn't say he would be running to 147 to get the belt at 140. I mean 160 rather. Get a belt at 147. Up, get tied up at 154, and then 160, and pretty easily gonna put too much on it. But in my opinion, pretty easily undisputed there. Very possible. I'd be dope. And then you couldn't see anybody, right? I wouldn't be able to say that personally because I got some integrity about myself, but somehow else motherfucker like that. Anyway, what are we talking about? We going by the past couple weeks. Oh, I got a supreme shout out to Shadeja Green. I think she's all right, which is good. But yeah, I never want to see a stretcher job, as we call it in pro wrestling. They doesn't have to bring her out for a fighter. So that was sad, but apparently she's okay. So shout out to her. I think she's at the end of it. She should probably hang it up, and that's no diss. She's 7. She's a mother. Kids want to be around and healthy, so I think it's time to reprioritize your goals in life. relative to women's boxing, you made a decent amount of money. You got your name out there. You was on Boxing Voice and had some interviews, and you had some motion, but that's not the way. I don't want to see it get any worse. Is what I'm saying. So yeah, shout out to Shadaza Green. Shout out to the victor. I can't recall her name right now. My bad. But yesterday was 420, so I'm by the seat of my pants. Going up. Okay, so we're gonna keep cooking. Now, what other fights do we have coming up? No. Matter of fact, I'm gonna rewind the clock because I know the upcoming schedule isn't that hot. I'm gonna rewind the clock because it's been again a couple weekends since I've been on. Got a couple things. I'll bear with me. I'll wait till I have some panelists to bring that one up. Okay, so this is something that I hear debated quite often, and I'm heavily on one side. Unifying a title versus defend at a given weight class. I hear a lot of motherfuckers say, defend your title. You're a champion. You got to be a fighting champion. Defend your title. Me personally, and someone please tell me why I'm tripping in the chat or on the panel. Tell me why I'm tripping, because I don't give a fuck about defending the title because they can appoint any mandatory they want. That don't mean shit to me. But if you beat another champion, that means a lot more. I mean, they say unification trumps mandatories for a reason. So, excuse me. I say that to say this. I put way more stock in unifying, getting another belt than just defending. I'm the WBC champ, so I'm gonna fucking rock with PBC and just stay over here and defend my title against these fighters that they say I can fight. Fuck that shit, man. Unify, move up weight classes. Both those two things mean a ton more to me than defending the belt. I really don't give a fuck about defending the belt. I'm sorry to say. Pacquiao didn't defend the belt, did he? Floyd didn't really defend too many belts, just for the sake of it. True. So if you unify, that's a good point, Rob. He says unifying is still defending in a way. Yeah, when you unify, it's not like you're not belt online. So you're Mando. Whereas another champ, I mean, they do hand out belts sometimes, but it's slightly more objective, in my opinion, from my perspective, to fucking beat another champ than to fight the man. Put so much stock in defending the belt, as I'm not really checking for that. But yeah, that's a good philosophical boxing question for us longtime fans. Damn, it really has been 2 weeks. Okay, so next I want to move on to Prograis retiring. I just said that Shade should retire, look after her health and her family. And I feel the same way about Prograis. Now, I have heard whispers of him coming back, but I think he should just stay sat down. Just chill out, champ. It's cool. You did your thing. You're a former champion. You made a good amount of money coming from New Orleans, Rougarou. Some big time fights, big time stages. Had that big fight with Haney out here in the Bay. Yara. Shout out the West Coast. You know how I'm living. But yeah, man. I think his initial take, that initial interview after that Conor Benn fight, it was cool. He outperformed what I thought he would do. It was cool. It was a valiant effort. But shit, I'm old as fuck too, champ. And I ain't trying to get in the ring. I get it. Vic over. Shout out. Yeah, you saw Vic. I got a new sub. Shout out my man Vic. He said Regis retirement. Yeah, that's what I'm referring to, man. He said in the interview immediately after the fight that would, good career. Good career. I'm not mad at him. Protect your health. Protect your wealth. So, yeah, Regis is done. And I think it's good timing. It's good timing. People were saying should have retired before this fight, but I think the effort that he put out there proved that he still had something in the tank. We heard a lot after the fight. Well, I heard it before the fight, for real. I think they said Eddie Hearn was the source, but someone leaked it in any event that he had multiple injuries, but he was thugging it out. And I admire that. and he told his son, this is what I really hang on to, man. Y'all can clip this. He told his son, I was afraid going into the fight, but courage is, having the fear and still doing what you need to do, not running away from it. Because every man is afraid. Everyone acts like they're the biggest, baddest, toughest motherfucker in the world. I don't. I'm honest. Every man experiences fear. It's what you do with it. You're afraid, but are you going to go through it? Or are you going to be a bitch and back down? So that was very poignant, very salient, very philosophical advice, in my opinion, that he gave it to his son. Even when you're afraid, you do what you have to do. So he did what he had to do. What he had to do, rather, he thugged it out, and I admire that. That was dope to me. Rob, back in the chat. Oh no, my bad. Vic said, yeah, I thought he would stop Regis in the early rounds. Ben was kind of sloppy. I'm almost my age. I'm 42, by the way. I think he's in his late 30s, if not early 40s. Yeah, he should have been able to get him out there. So I don't know, man. Whatever. Shout out to UK. Y'all fuck with him. Not my cup of tea. It ain't tea time over here in Sacramento. But yo, let's go. What else we got going on? Shit, it's been so long I can't even remember exactly what happened on Pro Box. I have that on my agenda, but I can't remember exactly what happened. Last thing I want to say. Oh, they had the back-to-back cards, I think Friday and Saturday. Last week I looked at the results because there were some notable things I wanted to address. I know that young lady got hurt. That was very unfortunate. Shades of Shadeja Green, but I think even worse. But I think even she's okay. So, hey, prayers up for her, man. I don't want to see. They do this shit for our entertainment, but I mean, it's a combat sport. So, unfortunately, you can't predict all the time what's going to happen. And that was her first fight, I believe, her first pro fight. Yeah. Shout out to that young lady. But there were some positive things that I saw. I'm just trying to track it down. Maybe I'll set that up for the next one. I'll be more organized. I just wanted to, again, it's more of a freestyle stream. Normally I have segments lined up. I just wanted to go live and talk some shit really about the latest in boxing. So yeah, we'll come back to that. By the way, the plan, and I don't know the time, but the plan right now is to go live Monday through Friday. That's going to be my new schedule. I'll set up a time so y'all know when to expect me. But yeah, I just need to get out there more and be more consistent once a week. This ain't it. Again, anyone who just tuned in, I started, and I'm not big, and I don't expect. Shout out Rob for doing, but put that shop up there. $CJ26 for anyone who feels so inclined to donate. So we'll circle back to Pro Box probably tomorrow before they have the next event. Well, I will speak on the next event. They have that sparring partner that busted up Ryan Garcia's ribs before the Tank fight. What's the kid's name? I can't pronounce it if I wanted to, but it starts with the TS. The Mongolian dude, Tisin Batar Erdin. Y'all don't crucify me. Tisin Batar Erdinabat, something like that. Anyway, he's a Mongolian, 14-0 with 6 KOs. And what I know him from, they called him the Mongolian Mole. No diss, no racism, but he was the dude in Ryan's camp, busted up his ribs before the Tank fight. And he may or may not have leaked that information to Tank's camp. So we kill him with the body shot. And we saw it play out in real time. So, hey, man, a lot of credibility goes there. So, yeah, Descender, shout out to you. Hopefully you wasn't doing no quote-unquote dirty Mac, and I hope you weren't the leak. But, I mean, if you sparring a motherfucker and bust up his ribs, that's not really your fault. Yeah, Rob the Mongolian Mole, that's what they were saying. Descender. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Okay, another general boxing question for the historians. and I kind of touched on it earlier, but let me put a bow on it. Let me really like put a more fine focus on it. What do you put more credence in? The lineal championship or one of these alphabet belts? Because I heard motherfuckers say the lineal don't matter, and I couldn't disagree more. By definition, lineal champion is the man who beat the man, right? How could you ever hate on that? Granted, there are exceptions like a nigga come out of retirement or some shit, but normally it's a pretty smooth transition. You know, the legit champ, the lineal champ, will be one of the top guys, if not the top guy. More often than not, he is actually the top guy, and you beat him, even if you don't got the alphabet belt, you the dude, man. In my eyes, so I say all that to say, yeah, the lineal usurps usurps the alphabet title, my opinion, because you can't fake that, man. It's minimal politics, right? I figure the cleaner the game is, the less bureaucracy involved, if you will. I admire that more. So you can't really put a bureaucracy on the lineal. Motherfucker might retire, like I said earlier, but in general, it's not just somebody got appointed. You can't elevate a lineal champion. You feel me? That's never happened. Now, you might establish a new lineage after 10, 15 years, like the Klitschko's did, rather. But no, you can't just pull a rabbit out of a hat and someone pays someone some money and there's a new lineal champion out of nowhere. That was, and it had a historic precedent. John L. Sullivan retired. Anyway, I'm not going to get into all the history, but yeah. So the lineal above all, I put more stake in that than any of these. Rob, shout out to you, man. You're one of my main supporters. Rob's to me, lineal matters. To the casual fans, it doesn't matter. Yeah, succinctly said. Well said, man. You put, yeah, I could stated it better or more concisely. Cool. Thank y'all for rocking out with me. Yeah, we freestyling. Chance. Let me look this shit up. I made some notes and I can't even see my on top of it. Thank y'all for bearing with me. Chance and Munoz is a upcoming fight. Let me see. Oh no, that was the Facebook. I mean, not the Facebook. Goddamn. Again, it was 420 yesterday. That was the Pro Box, one of the Pro Box fights I wanted to talk about. Chance versus Munoz. Yeah, Emmanuel Chance stopped. Well, let me make sure I got this right. I believe he stopped Munoz. See, I don't want to talk out of my ass. So y'all correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I'll go back and do my research. But there were some great fights. Let me say this in general: Pro Box always puts on quality cards. I have seldom, I won't say never, but seldom been disappointed in their matchmaking. Highly entertaining fights, good matchups, much better than we see at this top level because they're not trying to fucking wipe any. They're trying to elevate certain motherfucker. There's really no showcase, I should say, on Pro Box. It's just real dudes thugging it out and trying to make a name for themselves. So I appreciate that. It's like the new Friday Night Fights, my opinion. So, I mean, Pro Box been doing their thing. I like their announcers too. They got two former champs, Algieri and Paulie. And I really appreciate Algieri's takes because he's a highly nutritionist, if I'm not mistaken. But no, he just articulates himself well, man, and I appreciate his contribution. He really breaks it down. Paulie can get a little emotional at time. Algieri tends to stay even killed. Excuse me, with his take. So, oh man, shout out Pro Box. I'm a Pro Box fan, man. I hardly ever miss a card. So they're trying to clean the game, dude. It's like and Zuffa, I mean, circle back to that. Zuffa, I think is trying to be Pro Box on steroids, but their matching isn't quite there. Maybe they don't have the names available because Pro Box is more tapped into that mainstream, like minor league circuit, if you would do the contender. They have it, I mean, they call it the contender series, right? So yeah, right there at the contender level. Super tapped in with the existing what do I want to say? hierarchy or like the existing structure of boxing, if you will. Um, so yeah, I think it's easier for them to make fights because they're already tied in with these promoters. But Zuffa's trying to do something new, man. And anyone hating on Zuffa, hopefully that's not too loud. Anyone hating on Zuffa, I think y'all tripping. Because I would never hate on someone trying to get. We complain about how corrupt boxing is, right? How the game fucked up. So anyone like Zuffa or like Turkey trying to come in and shake things up, I'm all for it, man. I'm open to it. And I think fans in general should be more open to it. We saw what Turkey did. Dudes hate on them too. But we saw what Turkey did. Gave us the first undisputed champion, heavyweight champion in 25 years, and they still hate. So it's like you can't just fly fan, and I wish it was different. But hey, it's a game. Not everyone's gonna like you no matter what you do. So yeah. But yeah, man, I'm glad we got some new faces. I'm not saying everyone's doing everything right. Time will tell with the results, but I'm glad we got people trying, making an attempt to shake shit up. You know, try something different. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, go back to the drawing board. I don't see anything wrong with that. But to just be resistant to change is like very short sighted, in my opinion. Like, you love it the way it is, or can it get better? I think it can get better. So, anyone trying to make shit better, man, be innovative, I'm all for it. Now, as far as the belt, maybe that was a little premature for Zuffa to have their own belt, but I look at it as branding, you know, trying to get some credibility in the game so that they're not beholden to the other sanctioning bodies. If that makes sense, right? I got my belt, so I got leverage. So, yeah, to me, that's just, again, a political thing, but they had to do something to elevate their profile. So I'm not mad at it. I'm not upset at Zuffa. Okay. Well, let's continue to look ahead. I went backwards now. I'm ready to go ahead. Okay, I'll circle back to Benavidez versus Ramirez. Yeah, Zurdo versus the Mexican monster, as Mike Tyson so eloquently put it. Now, I mean, to me, it's a runaway freight train. It's going to be a showcase. It won't be like, let me say this. I'm not saying it's going to stop him, but it'll be a definitive victory. Like Bud did Canelo. I'm not saying that level of masterclass, but like definitive, and you have to be a dumbass to fucking dispute it, to try to argue the other side. It's going to be a definitive victory for Benavidez. His volume, Zurdo will not be able to stand up to because his defense isn't there. He's going to be relentless with his pressure. You know what I mean? So I see him walking him down, possibly stopping him, but I'm not going to put too much sauce on it because it is a new weight class. So I'll stop just short of saying that, but definitely definitive. You have to be fucking disingenuous, as I like to say, to argue otherwise. So Benavidez taking the L, and then hopefully Opetaia. Hopefully, politics sometimes get in the way, but it's very possible. And on that same day, we got Inoue versus Nakatani. Now, I think they did themselves a disservice by trying to have them on the same card to build it up. 9 times out of 10, we saw it with Haney and fucking Garcia. And really, you could say both of them fucked up, but at least Haney preserved the victory. Ryan got his ass dropped and lost to a heavy underdog. So, hey, man, my point is, you put 2 fighters on the same underdog thinking they're both going to perform and we're setting up a bigger fight in the future. 9 times out of 10, that ain't going to work out, man. It's a very low ratio. I'd have to look back at history, but in my opinion, just, thinking off top, that tends not to work out. Get these in the ring as soon as possible. Stop trying to marinate, man. So that's something that Turkey does. I will be critical of, because he does it just like the other motherfuckers. He'll say, okay, well, I want Ryan Garcia, Kevin Haney rematch next. Let's put him on the same Times Square card against, fights they're almost sure to win. It's boxing, man. It don't work out like that. Ryan shit the bed, lost to goddamn Rolly Romero of all people. And he is not, in my opinion, not the Rolls Royce of boxing. Far from it. My shout out to my homeboy. I think that's Bills that says that. Anyway, um, not the Rolls Royce of boxing. I say all that to say just get him in the ring as soon as possible, man. To bring it full circle, Nakatani did not look impressive in his last fight. I think they might have made more by just doing it off top before Nakatani looked vulnerable. You feel me? But hey, the fight is here. I'm glad we're getting it. I got Inoue. That's kind of a 60-40 if anyone wanted to put bread on Nakatani, which I doubt anyone will. I'll be down to do that. But I think most people see it wider than me. I'm still giving respect to Nakatani. As a Japanese warrior, I've seen him be dynamic and show different levels in the ring. And Inoue has been dropped. Yeah, he came back and thug it out. And shout out to him. He's still in my top 5 pound for pound, but it's not like he can't, not like he's invincible. But all the motherfuckers are trying to put that on him. So, yeah, he can get got. But yeah, overall, 60-40 Inoue, man. I would have to say. What else is in the oven? Conor Walker. Bear with me. Let me scroll down. Yeah. It's really kind of dry until fucking Boot Zayas. I wish I didn't have to say that, but I'm a real fan. I gotta say it. I'm not gonna blow steam. Well, the week after that Nakatani, we do have Fabio Wardley versus Daniel Dubois. Now, shout out my man Smoke. He said that Wardley looked far more composed and just calm, like about his business at the face-off than Dubois did. I will acknowledge that even though I'm not the resume guy, Dubois has been on the top level, like under the bright lights, way more often than Fabio Wardley. But hey, it's a UK heavyweight fight. Anything can happen. I'm gonna go back. Smoke, and watch that. Probably tomorrow morning or this morning. It's already 1:10 over here. But yeah. I don't put too much stock in like body language and demeanor and shit because I seen motherfuckers get K'd. I think it was Marco that said Dubois looked nervous. He looked scared of AJ, and then you fucking sat him on his ass cheeks, no tootie. So yeah, I don't want to put too much stock in it, but I'll go back and peep it. We'll see. Off top, just from an in-ring perspective, I'm going with Dubois. I hate to say that because they both have their flaws, right? Wardley is very straight up and down, but he's good at what he does, right? It's not like he's going to have amazing footwork, but he's going to be there. He's going to pressure you. He ain't going to be on some BS. He ain't fucking on some Tyson Fury feet hopping around. So he can be hit, but we also seen Dubois quit. Bars, unintentionally. We also seen Dubois quit. So they both have their strengths and flaws. Both have a lot of power. I'm not betting on that one. But for right now, and I may change my mind. I got to think about this more. For right now, I got Dubois because of experience level. Like I said, the bright lights. He's been in there with Usyk twice. Fucking stopped AJ. And Wardley doesn't have that type of background, that type of credibility to his shit. So right now, Dubois. Yeah, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I might be missing something. Shout out Rob again in the chat. Says, anyone bringing us quality fights, I'm all for it, especially an underdog. Yeah. When an underdog steps up to the table, which doesn't happen as often as it used to, I can always applaud that. When you don't got to win, but you got to fight. That's all of my life. I'm definitely fighting right now. Shout out to everyone in my corner, man. Yo, Trini popped out. Said, late night grind. Salute, CJ. Yeah, man. It's after 1 a.m. even over here out west. Y'all, New York dudes probably waking up for work and shit, man. Yeah, in the pocket, man. In the pocket like pool. I am about to wrap this up. I wish someone would pop out. I can go for longer, but I'm still kind of new to this, so I'll get better. Maybe next time I can do 2 hours by myself. But like an hour solo, that ain't bad. Let's see here. Oh, let me say this real quick for the channel. 150 in Alberto. If y'all are seeing this or listen to the playback, I do want to put a bow on that debate. It was good. It was good, man. You did it first on 150. You over here, we had some sound quality issues, but yeah, man, I want to wrap that up. Please, y'all, pop out. I wish y'all could have made it that night, but anyway, I would like to. I like to do that, man. I like to facilitate a conversation. I like to bounce my ideas off of people and see what they got to say. That makes for more interesting than just hear myself go. Like I've been talking for an hour by myself. Yeah, Trini, keep it up. You will get there, champ. Thank you, thank you. I just got to be consistent. That was what I said off top in the stream. Like I can't go fucking once every 2 weeks and expect to get anywhere with this shit, yo. I got some momentum. I'm approaching 400 subs, and 7 months, just going every once in a while randomly. So yeah, the people are telling me that they want more material. I gotta meet it. I gotta give the people what they want. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but a lot of people are just saying, yo, go live, go live. And I always seem to find a reason not to do it. Sometimes I'm legit busy, sometimes I'm lazy, but either way, I'm gonna find a way, man. I'm inspired by Johnny's grind. Johnny Marco go damn near every day, if not every day. So I gotta go on that type of hype. I gotta get motivated, man. It's just trying to balance my career, other things I got going on with this shit, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, man. I'll be back tomorrow. I can't tell y'all what time, but I will be back tomorrow. So trying to go Monday through Friday. That's the game plan right now. Shout out to y'all for the support. Again, for anyone watching right now or catching the replay, I'm not begging, but any contribution is appreciated. Is there shot the catch up there? Let's go. Yeah, let's keep this in mind. I like doing this clear. So I think with that, since I do have to work in the morning, thank y'all fucking rocking out with me for the past hour. Shout out Trini, shout out Rob first on the cash in here. All y'all the homies, man. And I really appreciate it. Anyone just fucking to watch my live and I appreciate anything. All support is necessary. And yeah. So with that, bow. Until next time, tomorrow, y'all. But I will be back tomorrow. And thank y'all, man. It was a lot of fun. Peace.